All right, well, Evan, the break, 2, 3 weeks off here, chance to get kind of healed up, refocused. How do you feel now? The last time out, you had a great match against Upper Iowa. Excuse me. Now you go to MSU Northern. But how do you feel? Did your team heal up? If you guys feel ready to go then?
Yeah, we're pretty much ready to go. I think probably the only starter right now that isn't quite ready yet would be Keegan Barry at 184, but he's getting close, so we'll have him back soon. Probably not this week, but hopefully next week. So I think the guys had a good break and we're ready to go. So
How important is it now to start off the new year here at Sydney, right? You go to Sydney?
Yeah.
And, against a team before you really get into the meat of the conference season.
yeah, it's a good test and kind of a good I don't want to call it a warm-up match, but it's before we get really rolling into our conference schedule, it'll be a good measuring stick to kind of see where we're at and see how we handled the break and all that, and it's important for us because last year we started out with Northern and then we had Moorhead right after him, just like we have this year. So and we did not wrestle well. We had two duels where we really looked sluggish coming off the break. So we're trying to do things a little bit different this year and to make sure we're ready to go because these are important duels for us, and so we want to make sure we're ready for it.
You talk about having Keegan Barry out at 184. Besides that, you're all good. Is this probably one of the better health situations you've had at this juncture, or is it really just negligible at this point?
Yeah, I would say so. And I think overall we've got better depth this year than we've ever had to begin with. So, and then our health has been pretty good. So yeah, I would say about as good as you could hope for.
What's been like the Northern specific discussion in the room with the guys this week to prepare them?
We're not too focused on Montana Northern. We're focused on wrestling our best match. We're not doing a ton of scouting on them. We're spending most of our time on our conference opponents in that sense. And so right now we're just trying to focus on wrestling our best match and bringing a lot of intensity in there.
You've had a few duels and a few tournaments. Do you feel that your lineup is pretty set now on where you would like to be? Or?
Not really. I think there's a few weights where we're still trying to figure some things out. We've kind of been playing with two different guys at 174, Austin Francich and Joey Lopez, and I think you'll see both of them getting some reps here coming up. 149, Kai Stewart's a freshman out of Great Falls, Montana, and he's really wrestling well. He was 3-0 in Vegas. But Shadi Mitwali is wrestling really well for us right now too. So those two are kind of back and forth, and you might see both of them getting some reps as well. Lincoln Stormers from Circle, Montana, which is not far from Sydney. So there's a chance you may see him in there at 141. And he's one of our hardest workers, and I think he might get some opportunities as well. So there's a few weights we're still trying to figure out, which is a good problem to have right now.
I was going to say, just comfortable with having that uncertainty right now. How late into the conference season would something be established, or can you just play a hot hand throughout the season?
Yeah, both. We'd like to get it narrowed down as soon as possible, just because when we do decide on an official starter, I guess, we want to get him as many reps as possible and get that consistency going. But at the same time, being able to throw a backup in here and there can be good for little nagging injuries and just kind of keeping you motivated, keeping you healthy, and so we're just going to kind of take it 1 week at a time for now. But hopefully by the end of the month we have everything pretty much set.
You kind of went into the break with some momentum, getting 2 wins at the Desert Duels in Upper Iowa. How do you maintain that throughout the rest of the year?
Well, it's the same preparation as we went. The whole first semester was the same thing. We take it one at a time, one duel at a time, one match at a time, and that's what we're going to keep doing. Right now we're focused on Montana Northern, and we obviously know that the next one's Moorhead, and so we kind of have that in mind as well. But we're still going to keep taking it one at a time, and at each duel out we're going to make some adjustments and learn what we can from it, and then put it behind us and move forward. So that's really the approach the whole season.